Hi everyone, Nathaniel here. I'm in Ames, Iowa, and on the campus of Iowa State University. Ames, Iowa was founded in 1864 by the Cedar Rapids and Missouri Railroad. Its founders were Cynthia Duff and railroad tycoon John Blair's. It gets its name from 19th century U.S. Congressman from Massachusetts, Oakes Ames. The location was decided by the founders looking for a favorable place along the Skunk River to cross a railroad, and thus you get the city of Ames. Ames is also the home of Iowa State University, which was founded in 1858. The original name for the school was the Iowa Agricultural College and Model Farm, which lasted from 1858 until 1898. The first student body started in 1869, and it was co-ed from its inception. Iowa State University is really well known for its agricultural, its engineering, and veterinarian sciences. It is the home of the United States Department of Agriculture, and some of its major laboratories are here in Ames, Iowa, at the Iowa State campus. It also is the headquarters for the Iowa State DOT. It's here in Ames. A famous person also from Ames is Edward Mezvinsky. He was the leading U.S. congressman pushing for impeachment of Richard Nixon during the Watergate scandal, and incidentally is also the father-in-law of Chelsea Clinton. Iowa State University built this beautiful little clock tower behind me in 1899, and the favorite tune of Bells of Iowa State stemmed from this building. Chimes come out throughout the day that are from bells that were dedicated and donated by famous alumni and friends of the university. In 1939, a professor of math and sciences here by the name of Anastasov and his grad student Clifford Berry invented the ABC computer, which was the very first binary computer, and it was in the physics building of Iowa State University. It is also the place where Maytag blue cheese comes from, and the round baler. So anyone who's been belling square bells out in the Iowa heat all summer and they got a round beller, you can thank the people of Iowa State for getting it to you. Several other noticeable graduates and people of interest from Iowa State University. On the 15th expedition, the International Space Station, there was a Clayton Anderson from Iowa State. And then George Washington Carver was also a teacher here. He was an instructor. He famously never cashed any of his paychecks. And when the bank that his money was deposited in was robbed, he famously said that they needed the money more than he did. A couple of interesting facts about George Washington Carver really quickly is that his middle name wasn't Washington. In fact, he didn't have a middle name at all. He had just put the letter W there by chance, and later was asked if the letter W stood for Washington, and he said sure. So that's how George Washington Carver got his name. He was also noticeably noted for inventing things that were derived from the peanut. However, he did not, in fact, invent peanut butter. That was someone else. It just happened to be attributed to him through accidents of history and people not knowing him any better. Joni Ernst, who is a senator from the state of Iowa, is an alumni here. A former senator, Tom Harkin, also is alumni of Iowa State University. The 43rd governor of Iowa, Kim Reynolds, was an alumni of Iowa State. And so was Vice President Wallace. He was the 33rd vice president of the United States and lost his Democratic primary to President Harry Truman before Harry Truman won his first full term outright in 1948 against Dewey. Iowa State University is the largest university in the state of Iowa, and it's the third largest university in the Big 12 Conference. It is a founding member of the Big 12 Conference. Iowa State University is the number one rival of the University of Iowa, which is across the state, and they have been friendly rivals ever since. One thing I have not been able to verify, but was led me to believe that Iowa State was the school that invented the homecoming in the early 20th century. They started inviting their alumni in around 1912 to come back to the Iowa State for the Iowa State game, and from that, apparently, a lot of other homecomings around the state have derived from the Iowa State University homecoming ceremonies. So that's kind of cool. I haven't been able to verify that, so if you can verify that is true or false, please let me know. That's kind of going to be it for the Iowa State University and the city of Ames. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comments below, and stay healthy, stay wealthy, stay wise, and as always, stay classy, Iowa. Peace out.